Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show and the Equus Television Network, and we are at Kentucky Downs enjoying an incredible day. Feels a little bit British here. Being at the turf races is wonderful. I love hearing all the British accents, and then run right into another one. Top jockey Sophie Doyle. Sophie, it's lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you too.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has been.
I messaged your mom and said, oh, I must catch up with Sophie and have a chat with her because you're in a couple of these incredible races today.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm actually feel pretty privileged to be back here riding again. It's sort of a time that I never thought I would get back again, that, you know, with motherhood coming along in my career. So to be back here today when riding multiple races is the biggest thing that I think it's really fun to do.
It really is, and it's interesting because, you know, we see the group of male jockeys and we see you, you know, and it must be a little bit difficult to sometimes be the only female or one of very few, right?
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it is. And actually we just rode in the third race. Jean Elliott was riding as well, another fellow British girl. And actually the two of us were very close with each other in the race. So it was quite fun to be like, I'm trying behind her and I'm watching Jane go forward, and she was trying her best, and she actually ran third at 50-1, and then I ran fifth at like 75-1. So it's quite cool to see us Brits, and then Ben Curtis winning the race too. So the Europeans are flying the flag, trying to take the money from these guys.
Doing well, that's right, in the turf races. So talk to us a little bit about kind of being out of it for a little while. Well, you had Emily, you took off some time, and then you came back. Was that a difficult transition? I mean, becoming a mom and then coming back into this?
It was something that I told myself a very long time ago, actually. You know, I always told myself once I have a family and I could never be doing this job again, I wouldn't be back racing again, because it is very dangerous and it's tough. And I've had a very good friend, John Ennis, actually said to me one day, look, I think you still got that fire in you. If you really want to do it, why don't you give it a shot? I'll put 2 horses in for you to ride if you want to, and just ride them. See what you think. And the day came, I had Emily there, my mum there, and we ran second on the first day. So I said, okay, that's an easy way back in again. And then we ran back on the following day and I won the race. And I thought, oh my God, okay, now I've got the bug.
Back, right? Yeah. And so you're juggling motherhood and this.
Yeah.
Supportive husband is wonderful, of course.
Yeah.
So it matters
I mean,
a lot.
Chris is actually, you know, he's actually one of my biggest trainers that I ride for. And I know everyone says, oh, well, he's your husband, of course he's going to ride you. Actually, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard with the owners, because the owners want all the big jockeys. I went on a horse the other day at Alice called Windy Walk, and of course it was, who's the top 5 available? None of them. And the owner, Richard Perkins, he actually said, well, is Sophie riding the race? He said, no. What do you think? He said, well, put Sophie on, she knows her. And we got the win on her. So that was really good, because, you know, it's nicer when the owners ask for you, because then it's not such of a biased opinion coming from Chris, because it's like, well, it's your wife, of course you want her to ride for you. But it's pretty handy when you've got a wife that can ride pretty well.
Right.
So, you know, it does help, but it's also tough for him when things don't go so right, and he's not in a position to really blame the jockey. So there's a different factor, and you know, we've got when it goes great, it goes right, it's fantastic, and when it doesn't, it's a little bit difficult. But it's a business too, so we, you know, when he has to make decisions, try not to take it to heart too much.
Right.
But you know, he's got a business to run, and I've got a business to run, and sometimes in some races, I've got other horses that I need to ride that might be better than the one he was about to put me on.
Right.
And I'm very lucky in Kentucky that the state and the stewards allow me to ride against Chris, because in many states, actually, I'm not allowed to ride against him.
Is that right?
It's either I ride the race for him or I have to sit out the race. So it's very frustrating when I do go to tracks that I can't ride against.
You can't, yeah.
Because I tell you one thing, when we do run against each other, I am riding as hard as I can to possibly beat him.
Yes.
And I've done that for the past 11 years of being together, with always If I'm riding for him, I'm trying really hard, and if I'm riding against him, I'm trying extra hard. And everyone says, well, it's Chris's business too. And I'm like, yeah, but that goes in his pocket. That money goes in my pocket.
That's right. And then your brother rides as well.
Yes, James is doing very well. He rode for Godolphin for I think about 10, 11 years. And then now he's picked up with the Waffnan group in there. He's become first jockey with them for the season.
Nice. And Mum was a trainer, so it's in the family.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's and Emily, my daughter, she absolutely loves horses. She's really into them, and everybody, of course, keeps saying, "Oh, she's the next jockey," and I say she can be the next jockey if she goes through every single avenue in racing, and if she still wants to be a jockey, I'll support her. But I'd love for her to go through all the different aspects of racing, the breeding side, the bloodstock.
Learn it all.
Even like this behind the scenes and being a TV presenter in the race and being a racing analyst. Yeah. There's just so many different careers that you can go into with racing.
There really is. So many.
To become, for her
we call it from mucking to media.
Mucking to media.
And everything in between, right?
I think that, saying, go ahead and be a jockey, do what I'm doing. I think it's too easy. I just feel like there's so many different avenues that she could go down and just have a really broad mind about what's actually out there and different things that she could accomplish.
What's incredible. Do you have a bucket list that you would like to achieve?
For me, just riding races and being healthy and staying safe. I would love to be winning some Greater Stakes again. It'd be really nice if we could win a couple of these and get on the board in most of the races. That would be wonderful.
That would be awesome.
But in racing, I would probably either be a racing analyst, or if I eventually get the dream farm in Kentucky that I would love to sort of do the off-track thoroughbreds, help trainers with horses that need a little break and freshen up so they can come to the farm, do some off-track work, and then go back into their full-time work and just help horses in general and racing in general to keep the sport moving forward, and just be able to help trainers that when they're stuck on the amount of stall space that they have, because a lot of trainers run out of stall space. So then they're saying, right, where can we send them to that we can trust the person we send them to, and that person knows what they're doing, how to help their fitness stay right there. So when they come back in to run races, they're fresh and ready to go again.
Brilliant. Sophie, it's lovely to see you. We wish you all the best today and in your future. Your goals are incredible and your family are amazing folks. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Here with Sophie Doyle at Kentucky Downs, Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show.